My bad. I'm still asleep from that second half performance against Wigan. But we move on. 2-0. We move on to the next round of the FA Cup, and we have a huge game on Sunday, as I like to say, a 6-pointer in the business against Spurs. We're going to get into the performance against Wigan and preview Tottenham on Sunday right now. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get into previewing and reviewing everything United this week, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me just continue to make good content for y'all. Get on that algorithm and hopefully take this thing to the moon in 2024. The support on the last few videos has been immense, so just keep that up. Really appreciate it. So United won 2-0 away against Wigan, and as you saw in the intro, it was quite the snooze fest from my perspective. This United team is really good at playing down to the level of our opponents, so I wasn't really expecting much from the Wigan game, and I didn't really get much. Goals from Diogo Dalot and a Bruno Fernandes penalty, which obviously caught the acclaim of media worldwide, saying that he dove. It's a clear pen. Yes, he made the most out of it, but still a pen at the end of the day. But a performance that was anything but a snooze fest was that of Kobbie Mainoo. I'm really running out of superlatives and soliloquies I can go on about this guy. I guess I haven't done it on YouTube, so maybe I can do it again. No, this guy is... I can't even say guy. This kid, this 18-year-old kid is absolutely incredible. He's head and shoulders above nearly all of our midfielders. Every time he plays, he's the best footballer on the pitch. The way he's able to receive the ball under pressure, his poise, his control, just his confidence and bravado that he plays with. I'm absolutely in love with this kid, and he saved us potentially hundreds of millions of dollars in the transfer market trying to lock down a deep-lying playmaker and controller. You know, these sort of profiles are going for, as we saw with Moses Caicedo and Declan Rice this summer, upwards of $100 million. So this kid, I truly believe, has limitless potential, and if nothing in terms of injuries, you know, knock on wood, comes in his way, he should be one of the best midfielders in the world for the next decade, and he should be in this team for the next decade. Just truly running out of things to say about Kobbie Mainoo. I'm so happy that he's in our squad, and it's truly been a saving grace. We need way more players with his technical ability, his poise, his control. The way he plays is just what football is meant to be played like, especially in the middle of the park. And I think a key for us this summer is finding the right partner for him, because we're seeing him in this lone six role right now, but really his true role for me is that left center mid all phase role. And if he's doing this well in a lone six at 18 years of age at Manchester United with the right partner in that six role, and it enables him to really be free and contribute, be that first receiver in the first phase, and then also get up into the attack and connect play in the second and third phases. So I'm just really excited to see him play, and he should be in the starting lineup going forward in every important game we play. I understand what Ten Hag's saying about, you know, not wanting to run an 18-year-old kid into the ground, which I agree with, but at the end of the day, you have to play your best players. And, you know, if you're good enough, you're old enough, as the old saying goes. So another really great performance from Kobbie, and hopefully he can follow it up with a good one against Spurs on Sunday. And the other standout performer against Wigan was Alejandro Garnacho. Ten Hag finally got to see that front three again that played against Villa: Rashford on the left, Højlund through the middle, and Garnacho on the right. And I've been thinking this for a long time, that Garnacho should get a run on the right-hand side, and it's finally happening, and he's doing really well. And I think this really comes down to one thing, and it just simplifies the game for Garnacho. At such a young age, you know, you see him on the left, and he has so many options. He can cut in and shoot, cut in and cross, go down the left and shoot, go down the left and cross. Like, it's so much for a young kid to take in, and you kind of see that in his game. He looks like he's playing off the cuff. He looks like he doesn't really know what he wants to do, because there are so many options, and that's why you see him fall down at times or make the wrong decision or ignore the overlap a lot. Playing on the right just enables him to, you know, it's pretty straightforward. I'm either going to cut in on my left and pass and connect play, or I'm going to drive down the byline and get a cross in. Or if I have a good angle, I can drive down the line and cut on my right foot. When you're playing on your dominant foot side, it just simplifies the game, which is a lot better for a young player like Garnacho. But yeah, pretty straightforward game against Wigan. You know, we take wins. We take moving on to the next round of the FA Cup. But there is a big game on Sunday, and that is against Spurs. It's a massive opportunity for United to gain some ground in the top 4 race, and as I said at the beginning of the video, this is what they call a 6-pointer. It's a big swing in the table. If one team wins, they can make up technically 6 points on the other team with 3 points gained, and then that team losing 3 points. 3 plus 3 equals 6. And it's another big opportunity to get 3 points because United should be favored in this game. Tottenham have some big players out. James Maddison is still missing through injury. Pape Sarr and Yves Bissouma are at AFCON. Heung-min Son is at the Asian Cup. And Christian Romero is out through injury. So those are 4 key players that are going to be out for Tottenham. Now, Mickey van de Ven, who's been out since that Chelsea game with a hamstring injury, has been hinted at coming back into the squad. I'm not sure if he's going to be back for sure, but we'll just have to stay posted on that. In terms of the team news for us, Ten Hag has stated that we should be getting some players back. Hopefully Luke Shaw, possibly Lisandro Martinez. We'll see about Harry Maguire and Mason Mount. So we'll have to see, but hopefully at least Luke Shaw can come back into the team. And I'd like to see that same lineup that started against Wigan, that same front three, somehow find a way to get McTominay out of this team. That was another thing against Wigan. Him and Højlund are attacking the same spaces. McTominay, get out to the perimeter. Stop clogging up the paint, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. You're a midfielder. You're not a forward. Get out of the paint. If Giannis gets the ball on the block, right, you don't see Brook Lopez coming into his space. He gets out on the paint, he stretches the floor, and he hits the three. We don't need 2 bigs. This isn't the 2000s NBA, bro. Get on the perimeter, hit some shots from outside the box, win some duels, and stay out of the way of the ball. Stay out of Mainoo's way, please. And find a way to get McTominay out of the team. Eriksen might be back. That was another player. So maybe Christian Eriksen and Kobbie Mainoo and Bruno. Luke Shaw at left back. The Evans and Varane partnership at center back. And then Dalot at right back would be my team. And I think United can have a lot of success in this game. You know, Tottenham are renowned for Ange's, kind of suicidal high line. We saw United have a lot of success against that type of style against Villa. And we know the players like Bruno, players like Rashford, players like Højlund with his top-end speed, Garnacho, they thrive with open space and space in behind. So I do expect us to create a load of chances. Now, finishing them is going to be another story. We've seen United have a lot of trouble finishing chances, and this is the Premier League. If you don't finish your chances, you're going to get bit in the butt, and Tottenham certainly have enough quality to do that. If you've been paying attention to Tottenham this week, you have seen that Timo Werner has signed on loan. It's an interesting signing. I kind of have a bad feeling that he's really going to do well in Ange's style of play, and I don't know, it just seems like a signing that could just such easily bang, but he could fall back into his old ways. He was famous in the Premier League with his stint at Chelsea, and I think he has 10 goals and 20 XG, so not underperforming it quite a bit, but we'll see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if he started against us, and sadly, I wouldn't be surprised if he scored. So we'll have to see what happens there, but I'm expecting an exciting game against Tottenham. I'm expecting, back and forth. How we play with our wide-open midfield and committing players forward, especially if McTominay's playing. He'll be getting into the box a lot, leaving a lot of space in behind, and, it'll be interesting to see out of possession what we do if the fullbacks commit to the press. Ten Hag has gone back and forth with this idea this whole season, basically, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Let me know your predictions about Tottenham below. Do you think it's going to be a win, a draw? How do you think the game's going to kind of flow? So another eventful week for United. Hopefully we can get a win on Sunday, string some wins together, build some momentum, get some players back, and hopefully this second half of the season we can make a top 4 charge. But until the next one, guys, really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.